So how do I prep my daughter for puberty? How do I prepare her for puberty? The answer is start before you start. Let me explain. You actually need to start before you start the teaching. How do you start? By connecting. Because you cannot teach puberty. Puberty is a very personal conversation. It's a very private thing. So before you get into their world, to teach them about puberty, you want to be able to have been connected with them. How do you build that connection? By conversation, by intimate, touches, hug, peck, rub on the head, rub on the shoulder, high fives, conversations about other little things. In doing that, you are opening the door so that when it's time to have this puberty conversation, it is not an uphill task. It is easy peasy because there's been ongoing conversation. There's been a smooth and working relationship between you and your daughter. So puberty, if you have not started, puberty conversation is a very important one. Howbeit, is also a very sensitive one because, like I said, it's very private, which is why a lot of parents do not have it, because you need to have been in a working relationship with this person before you can talk to them about puberty, before you can have conversations about puberty, because there are things that they may be going through. There are a lot of parents, they're not able to have these conversations with their daughters because they feel there's not that, even when they want to talk about it, it's a lot mechanical. It is, take that part, take care of yourself, make sure you don't meet a man, make sure if you do it, you will get pregnant. There is no intimacy. There is no how do you feel. These are the things to expect. These are the things to anticipate. So you want to actually begin by building intimacy, building connection with your daughter, having that thing that makes her open up to you, ask you questions, be vulnerable, because that's how you are able to get into her world, to influence, to impact, and to share. It is not strange for guys to be interested in a girl. It's, opposites attract. That's the thing. They see a girl, they pick interest in her. So she need to know that I'm not abnormal, because a lot of parents actually take it to the bad extreme. They make the girl feel she is possessed. That's why a lot of girls, men, are coming after her. You're not possessed. So let her know that it is normal, number one. Number two, let her know how to handle those situations. Of course, if there are situations where you need to protect her and come up front, but there are other situations where you won't be there. So let her know how to say no politely and walk away. So how to say something like, I'm not interested in relationship. How to turn down proposals from boys. How to shift attention when a boy is trying to pay attention to her, when a boy is trying to gain entrance into her circle, into her space. So teaching her those things are empowering her to handle the crush. Next thing is, you also want to help her to see how to move the attention from her body to her brain. So I always will tell my girls that your body is not the most seductive part of your body. Your brain is. It shouldn't be just about your body. It should be about your brain. What can you do? What can you give? What solutions can you provide? When you open your mouth to speak, what are the things you say? How are you able to, hold the room together? How are you able to live up to expectations? Not just in how beautiful your body is, how you're able to provide real solution, solve real problems. You want to empower her to begin to think of herself as someone that people get attracted to because of her brain, not just her body. So that she knows that, okay, if people are attracted to your brain, they're coming to you for you to help solve their problems. But if people are attracted to just your body, they're coming to take advantage of you. So you want to empower her, to focus on building her mind, building her brain, her capacity, her abilities, her potential, so that those things become the attraction points beyond her body. So handling a crush is an important conversation that you need to have with your daughter. And if you do this, you'll be on your way to empowering her to make better choices. So reading is something that does not come natural to a lot of people. So if your daughter is, one of those who struggle with reading, what to do is not to compare them. What to do is not to judge them or punish them. You want to, first of all, understand why they are not able to read, why they do not like reading. Because yes, I've heard a lot of parents say to me, my daughter does not like reading. What do I do? So first thing you want to do is to model what you want her to say, because children do not do what you say, they do what you do. If they grow up in an environment where everybody is a reader, it will just rub off. They would want to read just like every other person. So you want to be able to provide that environment, that enabling environment, that charged environment. So question is, are you reading? Because we can't give what we don't have. Parenting is a baton passing kind of thing. So you pass the baton, they see you and they want to do the things you do. So that's number one, model reading. Number two, have a space for reading. Do you have a library in your house? Do you have a space where anybody walks in and there's a comfortable seat to sit, there's a comfortable area, there's a light, there is provision for reading. So you want to do that because it will encourage them. When they go to that corner, they sit down, there's a table, there's a seat, there is a light, there is, a cozy, whatever, there's an AC to blow on their head. It helps, it does help. And having that corner also passes an information. If they walk past that corner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, something is going to remind them, how about you use that corner? Just the same way, every other corner in the house can suggest different things. The parlor, the sitting room, the TV in the sitting room can communicate, come and get entertained. So that corner can also communicate, come and learn. So you have that corner there. Number 3 is to reward their reading. So make reading an activity that they should look forward to. And when they do, reward them. It may not necessarily be monetary reward. It could just be, somehow, saying, okay, I'm going to get you this, or we're going to get this extra whatever, just to encourage that act. Next thing you can do is to ask them what they're interested to learn about. If they're interested in dance, in music, get them books around those subjects, because reading that kind of content, that kind of book will interest them, as against just getting a random book and insisting that they read it. So get books that are related to the things that they are already interested in. It makes reading easy. From there, they can develop the tempo to now read other things, right? It becomes pretty much a second nature to read. So if your daughter is struggling to read, don't fight them. Don't go buy bigger things to read, this Wikipedia to read. Just start with these steps and then gradually they will come around it. And so if you're looking to get your daughter a tailor-made book that will interest and intrigue her, then I would recommend these 2 books of mine. I wrote these 2 books because I want girls to learn how their world operates and how to make better choices, how to make wise decisions. These are 2, beautiful best-selling books that you can get for your daughter. Over 3,000 copies already sold, because parents are understanding how important it is to get their daughters to read, and our girls are actually reading. So you can get this book. It's available on soft copies and on hard copy. So if you would want to get these 2 empowering books for your daughter, these page flipper, this page turner, then you want to click the link under this video right now to get a copy for your daughter. She can start reading this, and when she picks it up, she'll fall in love with reading.